Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video will be seen and shared. This is Celine Driver again, coming to you with another unboxing and review of a watch that I do not own. This watch is a tour watch that I am the ringleader this time. I am the start of the tour and I'm in charge of maintaining the tour going forward. What is a tour, you may ask? Good question. I belong to a Discord group run by Random Rob. Random Rob is a very good-sized YouTube channel and not so good-sized person. He's lost a lot of weight recently. And in that Discord group, among other things that I have access to, is tour watches. Rob gets watches in from all over the country, all over the world, all the time, and is allowed to put those watches on tour. He picks, on a random drawing, he picks a dozen people, and the watch goes around the United States and even occasionally ventures into Canada and Puerto Rico, and the members of the tour get to enjoy a watch for a few days and then send it forward to the next person. Eventually the tour ends and then the watch is usually raffled off or given away depending on circumstance. What I have here is a Boldr watch. Now, recently in a video you saw me review a pair of Boldr Freedivers, Odyssey Freedivers, in a very shocking orange and a very shocking mint green. And I made a remark in there that they have other colorways which are a bit easier on the eyes than these two. A particularly attractive one on the website was what I thought was gray. And I thought that was a particularly attractive watch, and I had hoped to get a hold of one someday. Well, guess what? Someday is today, because the tour watch just happened to be, and I was very lucky in this case, it happened to be a gray one. If you get the bloody box open, fantastic, solid, thick plastic. What do they call these things? Like scuba case style box. And in the box, a little egg crate foam there. You, of course, have the obligatory paperwork. A cloth, very nice polishing cloth. You have the Boldr Supply stickers. Some marketing stuff here. Welcome to the Boldr Club. And a little mission statement from Boldr, very 2020 something. And getting to know your watch, which, I mean, this watch is a simple three-hander. How much getting to know do you really know? All contained in a very nice little cardboard sleeve, which we'll just put all that back into and put it back in its cubby hole, because you came to see the watch. Now, I called this the gray watch. I'm actually somewhat incorrect with respect to the nomenclature of the watch. They call this the white frost, owing to the white frost dial, ignoring the gray rubber strap. But pretty much just like the mint green one and the citrus orange one that I just recently reviewed. They're from the same family. They're pretty much the same watch, the same measurements, same movement, and on like that. Great little watch though, and definitely a lot easier on the eyes, for me anyway, than sunburst orange or mint green, which is so bright you can see them from orbit. Date window at the 6 o'clock position. Otherwise, a simple three-hander with applied indices, which have great lume on them. Signed crown. That very interesting case back. Honestly, don't know which way is up here. Maybe the trident should be facing upward. Maybe it's supposed to go that way. I don't know. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. And this is number, what? 76? No, or is that 26? It was like 26 out of 100. Because remember, these watches are limited edition watches. They are limited to 100 pieces. Otherwise, a very, very nice example of the Odyssey Freediver. Quick release on the spring bars. Nice rubber strap. I mean, I've not made a secret ever in my life that I'm not a fan of rubber straps, except for the FKM ones that you see on the higher end stuff. Those feel pretty nice to me, and I like them. But this one, as I said in the other video, this one is kind of sticky. It leaves, you rub this thing, it leaves a residue on your hand. It feels sticky. I mean, it's not unpleasant. It's not horrible. But if this were my watch, I would immediately be replacing this strap with either one of those Ichi mesh straps, which I found on Amazon, which I favor so much, or maybe a leather band, since I'm not going to go diving in this watch. And there you see it on my 7¼ inch wrist. It fits very well. Short lug overhang, so you're not going to have a lot of problems. I'd say someone down to a 6½ inch wrist could wear this watch very easily. Maybe even lower, although it's kind of pushing it. But probably on a 7½ inch wrist is about the maximum size before it begins to look kind of silly. I mean, the bigger wrist you are, these smaller watches are really not going to look very good. Very easy to read. Definitely easier to read the date with the black numbers against the white background than it was on the other two watches, which had white numbers on a color-matched dial. That was really hard to read for me. Good, solid bezel movement. It's vocal. It's fairly easy to turn. It lines up beautifully. No slop. No kickback. I didn't line it up quite right, and that's going to bother me. So let's try again. Same thing. Forget it. It's not important. What is important is going over the sheet of facts here. And as I said, this is the Boldr Odyssey Freediver. You see that right there. In white frost, with the gray rubber strap. In the matte finish, for the most part, on the case. I like the contrast of the matte finish with the polished facets. That really looks nice to me. Retail on this is $519 on the Boldr website. And of course, I will leave a link to that in the description. Limited to 100 pieces. Snapshot in time. This is being done. This video is being done in mid-January 2022. It'll probably be released very early February 2022. As I'm making this, the watches are still available for order. You have the EPDM rubber strap, 316L stainless case, and tang buckle. It's a 120-click bezel. I could not find what the bezel material is. It feels like metal to me, so I'm going to say it's either steel or aluminum. Yes, we say aluminum in this country. We don't say that other thing, which is irritating. Especially irritating to me when US-based YouTubers say aluminum wrong just for the sake of pacifying the Euros. It's not even all the Euros. It's just one particular country. Silliness. Sign screw down crown, as you saw. You unscrew it very easily. It disengages with an audible pop. First position on the movement changes the date. Second position hacks the movement, allows you to set the time. Push it all back in. Just a few quick turns. The threads engage very easily, and you're set back with your water resistance. The movement in question is a Miyota 9015, hand winds and hacks. Very solid movement, very easy to deal with when service time comes about. Otherwise, it shouldn't be something that really you have to concern yourself with. All measurements I give were on the website. It is a 40 millimeter case, 14.2 millimeter thick to a flat sapphire crystal, 48 millimeter on the tip to tip, lug to lug, 20 millimeter lug width, and 300 meter water resistance. So this is a fully diveable watch. Take it swimming, take it diving, take it snorkeling, take it wherever you want. That's what it's made for. It's a beautifully constructed watch. As you know, I've reviewed many Boldrs by this point. Every Boldr has in common, it is beautifully built, beautifully manufactured, beautifully designed. Attention to detail is top-notch in the micro-brand world. I put Boldr and Zelos pretty much on the same plane when it comes to all that. I have no issues with Boldr, except that I haven't owned one yet, but I'll make that happen eventually when I get around to it. There's still too many other watches to buy first. But I will own a Boldr fairly soon. Maybe even this one. I'll buy it after the tour ends. So if any watch was going to survive a random Rob watch tour, this watch is going to survive it very nicely. I mean, we don't beat up the watches, but, you know, they don't exactly get treated with kid gloves either. Beautifully made watch. Highly, highly recommend you check out Boldr if you're in the market for a good dive watch. Good value for money. Well packaged, well presented, and with excellent customer service and solid construction. Nothing more to ask for. And with that, I'm going to ask that if you did like this video, you found it to be entertaining, informative, and useful, please click that thumbs up button for me. That does help with the channel. And the more thumbs up I get, the better it is for the channel. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you're going to troll me, or you're going to leave links on my comment area that take people to bad places on the internet, I'm going to delete the comment and I'm going to block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. I'm certainly glad you found the place. What took you so long to find me? I'm very popular out here. Kidding. Please feel free to walk around in here. Watch as many videos as you like. More than welcome to. I think there's well over 500 videos on here by now. All I ask is that before you leave, click that subscribe button. Help me grow this channel up some more. And don't forget to click the bell icon next to that subscribe button, so that when I post new videos, you will be alerted to their release. And when I do live streams, which I do every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, or other times during the week when I can, you will be alerted to those stream starts. Come on over, have some fun. As I always end my videos, I know it is a crazy old world outside, there, and everyone seems to agree with me no matter what their beliefs are. It is a crazy world out there. It's getting crazier. So I ask you to please stay safe, stay healthy, be well, be careful. I'll see you soon.